Well, let's start this video off with a twang. Our first hunter is Steve from New York. Well, Steve and I had barely warmed up the seats in our tree stands when this fellow wandered in. He came in early, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a good sign. He's a small bear, and him coming in early means there's a more dominant bear around, a bigger bear. And it was a pretty easy one, though, because there was a lot of sign of big bears. He's not a bad bear. Probably go 17 and a half inches, which, you know, is a good bear in a lot of places. But Steve shot a lot of bear, and he definitely wants a big bear. So we had a lot of fun watching this guy, waiting for the big guys. A small bear have an uncanny sense of when it's time to leave. For no reason at all, this guy stood up, started getting nervous, walked his way across and sniffed at the cookie pile underneath the tree stands and left. And then, not 3 minutes later, this guy walks out. It doesn't take but one glance to know that this is a very big bear. Just his gait, his surety as he walks up, his swagger. You take a look at his head, and as bears get older, they tend to lose fat off their skull, and so the skull can look smaller. This guy, though, is a dead giveaway when the way his snout is so short and his skull is so wide. He's got a very triangle-shaped head. Just a giant bear. We had a lot of time to spend watching him. Steve definitely wanted him, but he wasn't going to take a shot. Here the bear is the beaver box that's 24 yards from our stands, and Steve wants a little bit closer shot than this. You just take one look at this fella, you can tell he's an old bear and he's been around a long time. His ears are nearly ripped off. They're scarred up. One side's just about missing. One eyebrow is gone. His nose is covered in scars. He walks pretty stiff-gaited. He's an old bear. He's past his prime, and one heck of a trophy. Finally, he crosses to the cookie pile under my tree. When he hunkers down here to eat on the cookies, he's about 18 feet from my toes. An impressive bear. But as quick as he turns sideways, he's going to present the exact shot that Steve wants.
Well, I'll start. Rich was sitting with me, and seen a little bear first, and then 20 minutes later, this guy came up, hung around for about an hour before we could really get a shot, and he was coming to pay Rich a visit in his stand over there, so that's when I decided to shoot him. And that's my story. Now it's your story, Chris.
It's probably about 7, 8 o'clock, and the bear just came across the cut road and came over and saw me in the tree and came over to the tree and kind of walked around to the back of the tree and walked behind me and got downwind from me, and then came back to the tree and acted like he was going to come up a couple times and just circled the base of the tree and come over and was going to come up the ladder, and he got up on the ladder, and when he got down, he just broadside, so took care of him.
Oh, boy. Mine was really very uneventful. Not much of a story. Greg had just dropped off some bait, turned the corner on the cut road, went back, and bear came out. 7 yards, shot. It was over.
Okay, for all you serious bear hunters out there, how many bear camps have you been in where there's been 300-400-pound plus bears killed in one